because they left the tour and then they had the tour, that leg of the tour had to be canceled. So a lot of people were reaching out and they couldn't say anything because of the NDA. Well, the beauty of lawsuits, you can do a lawsuit and express your story for violation of your rights without fear of violating, quote unquote, an NDA. So they wanted to get their story out, right? I didn't anticipate, no one anticipated this much attention, but it happened. And I told them from the beginning, you do as much as you guys are comfortable doing. I know they have some haters, but they had a lot of support. And some of the support is people that used to work for them that are calling me, going like, I will share with you what's my story. And it helps me because I get a bigger picture of Lizzo's management team, production team, how the dynamic was. I'm hearing a lot that she was very aloof, that her management team did all the talking, that if you're brand new, she's nice to you, and after a while she stops being nice to you. It's been a very, very interesting learning process for me to kind of, connect the strings. So from a legal standpoint, what people forget, well, apparently Lizzo and the team forgot, that when you hire people on, those are employees. They're not your friends first. And you have to create boundaries of like what is appropriate, what is not appropriate, and where's my exposure? And no one had that conversation with her, right? So, but what's very important, and I'm glad this discussion is coming up in the media and through social media also, is that there is a power dynamic between bosses and employees, right? If your boss invites you out, right? You're like, hey, let's go out drinking. Can you really say no? And if you say yes, are you really saying yes voluntarily? Because at the end of the day, what is the consequence of me saying no to my boss who's asking me out to drinks? Well, imagine if this is a global icon who invites you, someone who's been working for 6 months, you're starting in the industry, and you're like, let's go all to the bar. Are you gonna say no? You're not gonna say no. You really don't have a choice. It's kind of made for you unless you want to face potential huge repercussions. They took a risk. They took a risk to be ostracized, which is happening. They took a risk professionally, and it's because they are fighting for their rights. Like, people have this grandiose idea of like any lawsuit that's filed, oh, you could file anything and it's going to be, payday. That's not how it is. It's payday only if there's evidence supporting it, right? And these girls are supporting each other. But what's most dangerous for Lizzo is that other people are coming forward going, yeah, that happened to us too. Maybe we aren't dancers, or maybe we're not, but we had a supposedly professional relationship with Lizzo, and she was terrible to us, right? That is the danger for Lizzo and her team. And those are the people coming out publicly. Those don't include the 5 or 6 people I've talked to privately that will eventually come forward against her.